Oprah Winfrey recently opened up to Vogue magazine on her career, weight struggles, and her love life, including why she never married her longtime partner, Stedman Graham.
They stand as one of Hollywood's most enduring couples. They share decades of history and a profound connection. But here is the jaw-dropping truth. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham are not married, and they never will be. How does their partnership thrive outside convention? And why, at 70, does Oprah remain firm in her decision? We unravel the surprising reasons why this powerful woman chooses partnership over paperwork. The unconventional love story begins. You might wonder how this unconventional love story begins. It starts in 1986, the very year the Oprah Winfrey Show blasts onto the national scene. Oprah first sees Stedman around town, but he always has a girlfriend with him, so she does not pay much attention. Then a chance encounter changes everything. They both visit a mutual friend who is ill and later dies from AIDS. Stedman arrives alone, and so does Oprah. They leave together, and Oprah, in her cowboy boots and beer-drinking days, asks him if he wants to grab a beer. He declines, saying he does not drink, and he has not had a sip of alcohol since she has known him. Oprah thinks he seems nice enough, but her producers, and even she, are wary. He is too handsome, they think, must be a player. They warn her not to get involved with that Stedman guy. This initial perception of Stedman as too handsome and a player by Oprah and her producers creates a fascinating contrast with what she later discovers about him. It highlights her willingness to look beyond conventional assumptions and build trust slowly. This foundational trust becomes crucial for a relationship that defies traditional marriage, as it implies a deeper, more authentic connection is valued over societal norms. It also hints at Oprah's own past experiences shaping her initial wariness, making her cautious about appearances. Despite these initial suspicions, Oprah proceeds with caution, even in friendship. She learns months later that he broke up with his girlfriend and is asking about her dating status. That is when she gives him a serious thought. Their friendship deepens, and by late 1986, they begin dating. Stedman commutes to her Chicago condo, eventually renting his own apartment just blocks away. It takes years for him to even keep a toothbrush at her place, a small but significant step in their evolving comfort. This detail about the toothbrush is seemingly small, but it signifies a gradual, organic deepening of commitment without the traditional steps of marriage. By December 1986, their romance becomes public. A year into their relationship, Stedman even calls into the Oprah Winfrey Show during a Q&A segment, surprising Oprah by asking what she tells Gayle King about him. She instantly recognizes his voice, calling him Steady Honey. It is a moment that shows their genuine connection, even as her fame explodes. Oprah describes Stedman as a genuine gentleman, so positive, someone who wants the best for me and everyone he knows. She calls him steady as a mountain, a man of great integrity. The shocking engagement and its dissolution. After 6 years of dating, a pivotal moment arrives in October 1992. Stedman Graham decides to propose. The scene unfolds at Oprah's Indiana farmhouse. She is there with her best friend, Gayle King, when Stedman arrives. As she steps outside to greet him, he pops the question. Oprah, in a moment of candid surprise, asks, "Is this the proposal?" Stedman confirms, "I want you to marry me." For a brief, shining moment, it seems the world's most famous talk show host might finally tie the knot. But the story takes an unexpected turn. Just a month later, as they share their engagement news in a People magazine cover story, Oprah already harbors doubts. By 1993, a mere year after the proposal, Oprah and Stedman call off the engagement. They remain a couple, but the wedding is off. This decision sparks a media frenzy, with hundreds of weekly tabloid pieces speculating on their marriage. Years later, in a revealing 2020 essay for the Oprah magazine, Oprah finally lays bare the truth behind her decision. She writes, "The moment after I said yes to his proposal, I had doubts. I realized I didn't actually want a marriage. I wanted to be asked." She explains that she wants to know Stedman feels she is worthy of being his missus. The proposal itself is the validation she seeks, the affirmation of her worth in his eyes. This is a powerful distinction, is it not? It shows a woman who values the symbolic gesture of commitment but understands the practical realities of marriage might not align with her life. Oprah explicitly states this. She wants the symbol of commitment, the feeling of being asked and considered worthy, without the practical realities of a traditional marriage. This reveals a profound understanding of her own needs and priorities. It suggests that for highly independent and driven individuals, the societal expectation of marriage might conflict with their personal and professional aspirations. Her desire to be worthy also hints at deeper self-worth issues, possibly stemming from her early life, where validation might have been scarce. They are engaged for a year. This is not a quick decision to call it off. It is a period where she has time to reflect on what marriage actually means for her. She mentions having doubts the moment after I said yes. The engagement period serves as a crucial test or reflection phase where Oprah concretely confronts the implications of marriage for her life. It is not a failure of the relationship, but a successful confirmation that their existing unconventional partnership is the right path for them. The demands of an empire. Oprah dives deeper into her decision, explaining that she didn't want the sacrifices, the compromises, the day-in day-out commitment required to make a marriage work. She understands the immense effort a successful marriage demands, and she knows she cannot give that. Her life with the Oprah Winfrey Show is her absolute priority, and both she and Stedman know it. Think about it. The Oprah Winfrey Show runs for 25 seasons, from 1986 to 2011. It is a national phenomenon, reaching 10 million people daily in its first year, generating $125 million in revenue, with Oprah personally earning $30 million. She owns the program through Harpo Productions. She is working 17-hour days, completely immersed in the show. This is not just a job, it is a calling, a mission that demands her full attention and energy. It is a life where she is constantly on, connecting with millions and building an unprecedented media empire. It implies that the cost of conventionality, meaning the daily demands of a traditional wife role, is too high when weighed against the pursuit of a singular, impactful career. Her choice is a radical act of self-preservation and career devotion. Here is the kicker. Both Oprah and Stedman agree that if they had tied the marital knot, they would not still be together. Oprah states, "No question about it. We would not stay married because of what that would have meant to him, and I would have had my own ideas about it." This is not a regret. It is a profound understanding of their dynamic and what makes their unique partnership work. They preserve their relationship by not conforming to traditional expectations. This indicates a conscious, shared decision to protect their relationship by avoiding a perceived threat, which is traditional marriage. It shifts the narrative from a failure to marry to a strategic decision to remain together. Oprah reveals that Stedman has a pretty traditional interpretation of what it means to be a husband and what it would mean for her to be a wife. She knows she would not have been able to fit into that. She also points out that Stedman never demands anything from her, like, "Where's my breakfast? Where's my dinner?" She believes this would have changed had they married. She understands that a traditional marriage would have placed expectations on her that she could not or would not fulfill given her life's trajectory. Stedman Graham, the man beside the mogul. You might wonder about Stedman. What kind of man stands by a woman like Oprah for nearly 4 decades without a traditional marriage? Stedman Graham is a businessman, author, and speaker in his own right. He has his own identity. He tells the Chicago Tribune in 1995 about his previous marriage and daughter, showing he has a history with traditional relationships. Stedman's perspective is clear. He wants Oprah to be happy, and she wants him to be happy. That is the point of their relationship. He is her biggest supporter, always encouraging her success. Oprah herself calls him the sweetest man with the greatest integrity. He is steady as a mountain, a constant presence amidst her demanding life. Stedman openly admits that it is not always an easy thing to do when you're a man in a relationship with a very powerful woman. But he makes it clear he is not threatened by her fame or her success or her money. This is a rare quality, is it not? To be a partner to a global phenomenon and remain secure in your own identity, celebrating her triumphs without feeling overshadowed. Their relationship thrives on mutual respect and distinct individual identities. They encourage each other and attend activities together, but they also have their own lives. Oprah even stops making as many public appearances with Stedman because she realizes every time there's a new photograph, there's a new story, showing a joint effort to protect their private space from constant tabloid speculation. The choice of motherhood redefined. Beyond the question of marriage, another deeply personal choice defines Oprah's life: her decision not to have children. This is not a casual decision. It is rooted in profound early life experiences. At just 14 years old, Oprah experiences a devastating loss. She gives birth to a baby boy who dies shortly after birth. This traumatic event leaves an indelible mark. She tells Vanity Fair in 2017 that she never wants another child after that experience. You can only imagine the weight of such a loss on a young girl, shaping her views on motherhood for years to come. Oprah is incredibly candid about her reasons. She says, "I didn't want babies and wouldn't have been a good mom for babies." She explains, "I don't have the patience. I have the patience for puppies, but that's a quick stage." This honesty is striking. She recognizes her own capacity and limitations, choosing not to embark on a path where she feels she would not excel. Her statement about lacking patience for babies but having it for puppies, because it is a quick stage, might seem simple. Oprah gains a unique perspective on parenting through her talk show. She realizes she is talking to a lot of messed up people, and they are messed up because they had mothers and fathers who were not aware of how serious that job is. She develops the highest regard for women who choose to be at home with their kids because she does not know how you do that all day long. This exposure to the complexities of family dynamics, day in and day out, reinforces her personal conviction. Despite not having biological children, Oprah finds deep maternal fulfillment. In 2007, she opens the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, a $40 million boarding school that houses 172 girls. She feels like a mother to these girls, stating, "Those girls fill that maternal fold that I perhaps would have had. In fact, they overfill. I'm overflowed with maternal." This project is more rewarding than I would ever have imagined, bringing a light to her life she cannot explain. She believes love knows no boundaries, and that it does not matter if a child comes from your womb or if you find them at any age. If the love is real, it works. This demonstrates a powerful redefinition of motherhood beyond biological or conventional family structures. For Oprah, her immense resources and influence allow her to extend her nurturing capacity on a global scale, impacting hundreds of lives. This shows how her personal choice, not having children, leads to a broader, philanthropic expression of her maternal identity, transforming a personal decision into a global impact. It also positions her as a pioneer in demonstrating that family and fulfillment can take many forms, from humble beginnings to media mogul. To truly understand Oprah's choices, you must go back to her beginnings. Born on January 29, 1954, to an unwed teenage mother, she spends her first 6 years in rural poverty on her grandmother's farm in Mississippi. Her grandmother, Hattie Mae, teaches her to read before age 3 and encourages her public speaking, leading to her being nicknamed the preacher in church. This early encouragement plants seeds of confidence. But at age 6, her world changes. She moves to Milwaukee to live with her mother, who works long hours as a housemaid. A dark shadow falls over her childhood. From ages 9 to 13, she is repeatedly molested by male relatives and a family friend. This abuse is emotionally devastating. At 14, after years of this trauma, she runs away from home and experiences a premature birth, losing her baby boy. After this, she moves to Nashville to live with her father, Vernon Winfrey. He is a strict disciplinarian, but he provides the secure home life she desperately needs. He requires her to read a book and write a report each week, and he would not accept anything less than what he thought was my best. This structured environment allows her to flourish, becoming an honor student and winning oratory prizes. Her childhood experiences, especially the trauma and instability, forge a fierce independence within her. She learns early to rely on herself, to survive, and to protect herself. This deep understanding of trauma and its impact on behavior later becomes a cornerstone of her work, as seen in her book, What Happened to You? She learns that relationships, trust, and being valued are crucial buffers against trauma. This early life shapes her views on commitment profoundly. She understands the sacrifices required in relationships and the importance of self-preservation. While trauma could have derailed her, the combination of early positive reinforcement from her grandmother and later structured stability from her father provided a unique foundation for resilience. Her drive and ambition might be a direct, albeit subconscious, response to her early experiences, a way to control her environment, achieve security, and create a world where she is safe and powerful. This forms a causal link between her challenging past and her unparalleled professional success, which then influences her personal choices about marriage. Her grandmother's early encouragement of public speaking sets the stage for her future career. Her father's strict discipline and unwavering expectation of her best instill in her a powerful drive and work ethic. "He saved me," she states, "by simply knowing what he wanted and expecting nothing less." This combination of early talent nurturing and later disciplined structure provides the foundation for her incredible career trajectory. Oprah's career trajectory is nothing short of revolutionary. At just 19, she becomes a news anchor for a local CBS station. By 1976, she is a reporter and co-anchor for the ABC News affiliate in Baltimore. But the objective nature of news reporting feels constraining to her. She transitions to a more personal talk show format, co-hosting People Are Talking in Baltimore in 1977. Her engaging personality shines, and in 1984, she moves to Chicago to host the struggling AM Chicago. She quickly turns it into a success, and in 1985, it becomes The Oprah Winfrey Show. Syndicated nationally in 1986, the show becomes the highest-rated television talk show in the U.S., earning numerous Emmy Awards. Oprah does not just host a show, she owns it. In 1986, she forms her own television production company, Harpo Productions, Inc., which is Oprah spelled backward, followed by Harpo Films in 1990. This move gives her unprecedented control over her content and her destiny. She expands her media empire, co-founding Oxygen Media in 1998, a cable network for women. In 2011, after 25 incredible seasons, The Oprah Winfrey Show concludes. She transitions to her own network, the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN, a joint venture with Discovery Communications. OWN faces initial challenges but gains significant attention, especially with her interview with Lance Armstrong in January 2013, which reportedly generates millions in revenue. This pattern of seeking and achieving control in her professional life directly mirrors and reinforces her desire for personal autonomy. Her decision not to marry and to define her own terms of partnership can be seen as an extension of this deep-seated need for control over her life and destiny, a need likely amplified by her early experiences of powerlessness. Her professional empire provides the financial and structural freedom to make unconventional personal choices. The success of The Oprah Winfrey Show is instrumental in her becoming the world's first black woman billionaire in 2003. Forbes magazine recognizes her as the richest African American of the 20th century. She holds the distinction of being the world's only black billionaire for 3 consecutive years. Life magazine hails her as the most influential woman of her generation. As of March 9, 2023, her real-time net worth stands at $2.5 billion. She is constantly pushing boundaries, launching book clubs, magazines, and new ventures. This immense professional dedication directly influences her personal choices. She knows the sacrifices and day-in day-out commitment required for marriage would clash with her all-consuming career. Her empire building is not just about wealth, it is about control, influence, and fulfilling a purpose that transcends traditional domestic roles. Her 17-hour workdays and the all-consuming nature of her show are explicitly cited as reasons for not marrying. Her career is her life. This suggests that for individuals operating at Oprah's level of success and influence, the traditional concept of work-life balance might be irrelevant. Instead, it is a work-life integration where the professional sphere is so central that personal relationships must adapt to its demands or be foregone. Her choice highlights that for some, immense professional fulfillment can serve as a primary source of identity and purpose, potentially reducing the perceived necessity or desirability of traditional marital structures. Oprah at 70, a life lived on her own terms. As Oprah turns 70, she reflects on a life filled with discovery, pain, joy, and wonder. She sees getting older, especially with the means to care for herself, as a gift to be treasured. Her word for the coming year is praise, a testament to her gratitude and appreciation for every moment. She begins with praise and ends with gratitude, a formula for a life that reciprocates in abundance and beauty. She finds satisfaction in accepting that regardless of how many more suns are left, the rising each time has been worth it. This is a woman who, through decades of public life, learns to embrace her authentic self, even when it means defying expectations. Her reflections at 70 emphasize gratitude, self-acceptance, and doing what the hell you want. This is not just about aging. It is about the culmination of a life where she consistently prioritized her own path, often against societal norms like marriage and having children. Her life becomes a powerful narrative that challenges conventional definitions of success and fulfillment. It suggests that for some, personal and professional growth, impact, and self-actualization can be the primary drivers of happiness, potentially superseding the need for traditional marital or familial structures. Her story offers a blueprint for living an authentic life that aligns with one's deepest values rather than external pressures. Oprah and Stedman's nearly 4-decade relationship stands as a powerful testament to an unconventional love. They prove that a partnership built on mutual respect, individual identities, and an understanding of each other's priorities can thrive without a marriage certificate. Their story challenges the notion that marriage is the only valid form of ultimate commitment. They choose a different kind of life partnership, one that works for them, allowing Oprah to be who I need to be in the world. Stedman's unwavering support, unthreatened by her immense success, is a key ingredient in their enduring bond. So, what does Oprah Winfrey, at 70, finally admit about why she will never marry? She admits that she wanted the validation of being asked, but not the sacrifices of a traditional marriage. She admits that her life's work demanded her full devotion. She admits that her past experiences shaped her capacity for certain types of commitment. Her story is a powerful lesson for you, for all of us. It tells you that true happiness is not always found in following the crowd or ticking off societal boxes. It is about understanding yourself, honoring your unique path, and defining love and commitment on your own authentic terms. Throughout her career, Oprah has been known for her ability to connect with audiences through vulnerability and authenticity. Her public revelations about her childhood trauma, her reasons for not marrying, and her redefined motherhood all contribute to this image. Her legacy is not just about her media empire or wealth. It is about the profound impact of her authenticity and willingness to share her personal journey. By being so open about her unconventional choices, she empowers countless others to question norms and pursue their own definitions of happiness and commitment. Her life itself becomes a powerful, ongoing narrative that teaches lessons far beyond the screen. Oprah Winfrey, the woman who built an empire and redefined media, also redefines what it means to live a fulfilled life, unapologetically, on her own terms.